Okay, so the Great Tusk has 10 energy on it. Alright.
Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. That clip you just saw, wherein Great Tusk EX had 10 energies on it, is from a deleted game that didn't make it to this video, but I thought I'd show it to demonstrate the power of this little guy. Elgyem. Slight Shift, 1 Psychic Energy. Move an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of their Pokemon. It's just one of the many cards we use in 70 HP Control Box, because all the Pokemon you're using to control your opponent are 70 HP or fewer. On top of energy manipulation, we are also attack locking, preventing damage, item locking, and retreat locking. We have Budew with Itchy Pollen. During your opponent's next turn, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. Then we have Rabsca with the ability Spherical Shield. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to your bench Pokemon. This card will single-handedly save you against Dragapult. Alomomola, the ability Gentle Fin. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may put a basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less from your discard pile directly onto your bench. Cubchoo, Snotted Up, 10 base damage, 1 water energy. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't use attacks. Elgyem, which we just went over. Mimikyu, Safeguard ability, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. Nocli, Corner, 1 fighting energy, 10 base damage. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So, how are we going to get wins with this deck? Well, basically, in typical control fashion, we're going to survive as best we can until our opponent has their board state more or less the way they want it, and then we're going to go into attack mode. For example, if they bench a Psychic Pokemon that resists fighting, we'll bring up Nocli. If they have an EX, we'll bring up Mimikyu. If we can Gust to trap something, we can bring up Elgyem to move their energy around, or we could just use Cubchoo to stop them attacking outright. We have 3 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin to make sure they all get out. We have 4 copies of Counter Catcher because we're not taking KOs and we want to make sure we gust our opponent as much as possible. We have Enhanced Hammer to get rid of that strange luminous energy that Dragapult players seem to play, and anything else that seems good to us, like maybe a Reversal Energy on Wugtrio, as you'll see today, even though it's useless because we're not taking KOs again. We have 2 copies of Pal Pad. We have 1 copy of Tool Scrapper, one of my favorite cards in the format. Choose up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to Pokemon, yours or your opponent's, and discard them. We have Neutralization Zone as our A-Spec of choice. Prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box. So if Nocli is in the active, you can trap an EX and it won't get KO'd. We have 3 copies of Boss's Order, 4 copies of Arven for consistency. We have 1 copy of Chorus to get the Neutralization Zone and an energy if we need it. 1 copy of Crispin. This comes in handy great when you have all these different types of Pokemon on your bench and you want to charge up 2 of them at once. We have 2 copies of Air Balloon, 1 for Alomomola, 1 for anything else that needs it. 1 copy of Xerosic's Machinations. You'll see this comes in handy near the end of Gholdengo. We have 1 copy of Area to check our opponent's hand and to discard any switches. We have 1 copy of Hilda. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon and an energy card. Reveal them, put them into your hand. That's to get Rabsca and, of course, an energy for attacking. We also have 4 copies of Iono to refresh our hand, use as a draw engine, and to make sure we don't deck out. And then we have 2 copies of Gravity Gemstone. As long as the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, the retreat cost of both active Pokemon is 1 colorless more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very important because one of the best ways to control and one of the best ways I've discovered to play Elgyem is by gusting something into the active with Counter Catcher or Boss. You attach Gravity Gemstone to Elgyem to make Retreat Lock that much more difficult, and then you use Slight Shift to start manipulating the opponent's attacking Pokemon. Now, even if your opponent has, say, all of one type on the board, like, say, a Miraidon deck with Lightning Pokemon, it's okay if you keep charging up one attacker, like, let's say, Iron Hands, because what you want to do is push all the energy onto any one of the Pokemon to centralize it. And that way it forces your opponent to always choose that Pokemon, and then you have your choice of other things you can retreat lock, like say a Zekrom EX, etc. Same thing goes for Cubchoo. You can actually retreat lock, you can attack lock your opponent and then retreat lock them with Gravity Gemstone, or in the case of an Iron Hands, you could force them to get rid of all of those energies, especially if they're not playing the Future Booster Energy Capsule. So this is our deck for today. What we want to do also is try to always improve our decks. And so a couple recommendations for you. You could also include Toadstool with the Slimemold Colony ability. Slimemold Colony states, cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into their hand by effects of your opponent's abilities or trainer cards, so Night Stretcher and Energy Retrieval are completely useless here. That's good especially for Gholdengo and Raging Bolt. You have Milotic, Mentally Calm ability. Your opponent's Pokemon in play and all attached cards can be put into your opponent's hand. So if you want to retreat lock something with Noctli, you can guarantee that they can't get it out of the active. Comfy with Flower Shower. 1 psychic energy. Each player draws 3 cards. This could be an alternate way to deck your opponent out near the end of the match, and also to get something to get a draw engine going if you don't want to use strictly Iono or Kofu or anything like that. And also Lively Stadium. Each basic Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's, gets plus 30 HP. This is a way to extend the life of those basics that you're going to retreat lock, or your own Pokemon if you're facing something like Bidoof that just keeps jabbing you with item lock. So before we get to the video, I also want to give a quick shout out to all the arborists. These are the channel members. Thank you so very much, everyone, for your support. It makes hosting this channel that much more enjoyable. And thank you to all of the members in the CPU Discord for keeping the conversation going. If you, dear viewer, want to get help on your decks for free, then please join the Discord. We have lots of helpful experts in there. So without further ado, thank you for joining us, and please enjoy 70 HP Control Box. Play Jamming Tower right away. They use Earthen Vessel and get rid of Night Stretcher for a Grass and a Lightning Pokemon. Excuse me, Lightning Energy. Oh gosh. Okay. So we'll just attach to Noctli. We will Iono, whatever it's called. Huh. Got the Cubchoo. Okay. I don't want to show it just yet. So we'll just retreat lock. Okay, so let's see what our opponent does here. Benches Fez, that's great for us. They play Serrano. They get Mew, Raging Bolt, and Terra. Okay. Excuse me, Terramon. Excuse me, my gosh. Teal Mask, which is a Terramon. Earthen Vessel gets rid of Boss's Orders, gets 2 Grass Energy. They pass, alright. Artisan, let's bring it up. Okay, we'll search. What are we going to search for? Mimikyu is good here. They're not going to play anything that hits the bench. We don't have Rellor, but that's okay. Let's do a quick search here. Got a Picnic Basket. Neutralization Zone, wonderful. And just to double check, we have Chorus, okay. Great. Patch Energy, and we will corner for 0 as Hoot Hoot is resisting us. Alright, so we have 3 Gusting. Countercatcher's not going to work though. Opponent uses the Teal Dance ability, draws another card by attaching a Grass to the Ogre Pawn. They're going to Iono us, that's perfectly fine. Cubchoo and a Water Energy. Xerosic, I mean, they have 31 cards left. We could use it, but maybe, maybe not. Attach an energy for turn to the Ogre Pawn. I don't want to flash the Cubchoo just yet. Enhanced Hammer. Let's play Artisan. Get Bidoof down as a free retreat in case something happens to Noctli. Yeah, they play Earthen Vessel. They get rid of Fan Rotom. They get a grass and a fighting energy. They Teal Dance, attaching the grass, drawing 1. Basically, we're just waiting for them to do whatever they want, then we just come up and counter. We have Mimikyu, they have a bunch of EXs. This Hoothoot becoming knocked out right here with Bill's transfer is a big danger. Jewel Seeker, when you have a Terramon in play, search your deck for any 2 trainer cards. And you evolve that Pokemon from the hand. They get Aerosio Underdepths and a Nest Ball. That's what we're afraid of. The raging, the baby bolt is what we're afraid of. Okay, they play Nest Ball. They get another Ogre Pawn. They attach to the knockdown. They'll use Speedwing. Okay. Let's bench the Cub. We'll retreat. We'll go to Mimikyu. And we'll start Ghost Dying. Okay. Opponent plays Crispin. I'm guessing they're going to get this for the Baby Bolt. You get a Fighting and I'm guessing a Lightning. Yep, there it is. Mew EX draws 1. I don't want to attach this to Cubchoo in case he comes up and hits the Chew. And then Night Stretcher can only get either the Chew or the energy back. I'd rather not use Crispin if I don't have to. Thunderburst Storm. It's gonna hit Mimikyu. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just retreat out. And we'll bring up the Chew. This. We'll hold Crispin for now. We'll just make it so that Raging Bolt can't attack. It's gonna need another energy to retreat as well. Sada's Vitality, alright. Attaches to Raging Bolt. And draws 3. Yeah, gosh. Why can't I remember this? Yeah, sorry. Ugh. It's been a long week, everybody. It's been a long week. Attach return to the Baby Bolt. They're going to hard retreat out into the Raging Bolt. Bellowing Thunder will discard what? A Grass Energy? Nope, it's going to get rid of the Lightning off of the knockdown. Okay. Okay, we'll push the Mimi. Got the Gravity Gemstone. Okay, so he can't touch us. He probably has Prime Catcher somewhere. Alright, we got the Lightning and the Fighting, which is exactly why we put Crispin in the deck. For situations like this. And we'll just Ghost Die. Use 1 Sada, 1 Crispin. Teal Dance. They draw a card. They play Sada's Vitality. Attach to the Baby Bolt and to the Raging Bolt. They play Energy Retrieval. They get a Lightning and a Fighting out of the discard. Now Xerosic is looking pretty good. They attach to the Baby Bolt. Thunderburst Storm. Gonna take out the Mimikyu. Okay. Push Badoo. We got Cubchoo. Okay. Let's Xerosic. Rule of thumb, try to Xerosic as the first action for your turn so your opponent doesn't know what you're doing, so that they're unprepared for what might come next, so they get rid of cards that they might need, even though they don't realize it. Oh, they got rid of Prime Catcher? Alright, well, we'll just put Cubchoo down. And we'll get this. What else did he get rid of? Grass Energy, Raging Bolt, Nespel, Fan Rotom, and Ditto. Okay. We'll go back and we will Cubchoo. Okay, play Sawdust Vitality. Attaches 2 Lightning Energies, one to the Baby Bolt, one to the Raging Bolt EX. Attaches another one to the Raging Bolt EX. Is he going to hard retreat this Bolt? I'm thinking he is. Plays Ultra Ball. Gets rid of Slitherwing and Ultra Ball. Gets a Knockdown, but he can't use it. He had to Turo up this Knockdown first. Puts a Bravery Charm on the Raging Bolt. Baby Bolt, I mean. Okay, let's see what he's going to do here. Yep, there it is. There's the retreat. Brings up the Teal Mask. Here at Leaf Shower. Okay, we'll push Badoo. See if we can get a Gust here. Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of Ticket and Enhanced Hammer. Don't know what else. Nah, I take that back. Let's get a Alomomola. Bring it up. Hard retreat. We'll use the Gentle Fin ability. And we'll get Mimikyu back. And then we'll end our turn. He's low on energy. We bring up... He KOs this guy. We bring up Mimikyu. He's going to Crispin. Okay, yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, so as long as he doesn't have a whole bunch of boss's orders, we should be okay. Okay, we'll push Mimikyu. We have Palpad. What's in our discard pile? Xerosic, Crispin. I think we're good. We'll just end our turn. Plays Night Stretcher. Gets a Fighting Energy. Attaches it to the Baby Bolt. So if he has another Stretcher, that's bad for us. He's used up 2 of them. Mirror Leaf Shower is not going to do anything. We have Picnic Basket. We'll heal the Noctli just because. In case, for any reason. Becomes useful. Plus, it's good to use Picnic Basket. It's just fun. Alright, opponent draws for turn. They have 2 cards left, 5 cards in their hand, 2 prizes left. They just use Mirror Leaf Shower. Okay. Alright. Get a Psychic Energy. We'll just attach it to Mimikyu. case we want a hard retreat for any reason. Opponent draws for turn. They play Sada's Vitality. They attach a Fighting to the Raging Bolt EX, a Lightning, the Baby Bolt. They're going to bring up the Baby Bolt, but they have no cards left in the deck. So unless they can somehow... Do they have a Super Rod? They don't. They're just going to Thunderburst Storm. They take out the Nocli. And we're just going to pass for game. GG's. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, we are going second. Opponent starts Pheasantipity. We have no choice but to start Relor. Opponent plays Terra Orb. Gets an EVEX. Benches the Eevee. Okay, so this will be a job for Mimikyu. If that's a Sylveon, or becomes one, I mean, then Rabsca would stop us from getting shuffled, because it's an effective and attack. Puts EXP share on the Eevee, a fire on the Fez. And they'll pass, okay? And we get a Rabsca. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get Buddy Buddy and Air Balloon. Alomomola, Cubchoo, Elgyem, Mimikyu, Nocli. Okay, and we have the Stadium. All right. Let's get Elgyem and Mimikyu. If we want to attack with Mimikyu, we'll just go and attach the Fighting. All right, opponent draws for turn. Let's see what the opponent does here. So basically what we're going to do is, assuming our hand isn't messed up, we'll Rabsca Hilda for Psychic Energy. Opponent plays Jacques. Search your deck for any 2 evolution Pokemon. And then we'll just go from there. See how it works. Jolteon and a Knockdown. Okay, so this is a stricter aggro build, it looks like. Cruel Arrow shuts down my entire board. Everything is protected from damage from EXs. There's the Jolteon. Alright. Artisan is nice. That might help him out though, like with the knockdown, so we'll just hold off. We have everything we need. I'll get another Psychic. And we will just Ghost Die. Okay, so all damage is a no-go, and we're just going to wait it out and see what happens. There's Crispin. Okay, they have Lightning Energy in hand, and they will attach Water Energy to the Jolteon. And they can see GG's. Another one down. Okay, so we're facing Wugtrio with the Dracloak engine. They give us Artisan as well. We're not taking prizes, so if they slap down reversal, that's fine with us. We'll just move it to a Dreepy. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to want Attack Lock Cubchoo so that they can't mill us. We could also get the Retreat Lock going with Noctis, so we've got a couple options here. Alright, I think we'll attach to Elgyem since we're not attacking just yet. We got a Nocli. Okay, we could just attach this. We can retreat into the Nocli. We might actually take a KO if we just retreat lock enough, but we have Picnic Basket, so that should be alright. We can also get rid of Tool Scrapper and force him to attach an energy. There's the Dracloak. That's going to eliminate the retreat lock. That's okay, though. We have boss's orders. I wanted to wait until they get 2 air balloons out if possible, but... Oh, maybe they'll do it now. Okay, still waiting to see what the opponent does. Okay. They get a gemstone and a counter catcher. Okay, well, counter catcher's not going to do anything unless, like I said, we retreat lock them to KO. Gonna Artisan. Shaman doesn't do anything. I think we like that one. He passes. Okay. Enhanced Hammer will be great. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, got that. Got 3 boss, 2 Pal Pad. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to check that. All right, and we'll just retreat lock. Okay. Opponent draws for turn. Let's see what he does. Plays Ultra Ball. Gets rid of Ignition Energy and Gravity Gemstone. Okay. I wonder what he's packing in that hand. He gets a Dracloak. Plays Dracloak. Recon Directive. Draws a card, puts one on the bottom of his deck. Recon Directive again. Draws a card, puts one on the... Looks at the top 2, then keeps one, puts one on the bottom. He passes. And we're just gonna keep cornering. Okay, he plays Recon Directive. Attaches a reversal to Wiglet. He's gonna Recon again. Okay. And he'll pass. We could use Picnic Basket now if we want. He might Iono us. I'm just gonna wait. No use to jump to conclusions yet. Attaches a reversal to Wiglet. Enhanced Hammer looks good here. I think we'll go ahead and just use it. Get rid of one of them. We got Crispin. That's awesome. And charge up the Cubchoo and the Elgyem at once. Okay, so he's down a reversal and an ignition. Typically, Wugtrio decks are running 4 of each. Light Stretcher, and we'll just corner. And pass again. Area, let's see what they're cooking. Doesn't really mean. We'll get rid of Counter Catcher. They got the Iono. They have Ignition and Reversal. Okay. Okay. Maybe we should use Picnic Basket then. Probably should have used it just now, but that's alright. There's a Wugtrio. They pass. Right now we can use the basket. Get the boss. That's actually, you know what? That's even better. Let's just use boss. Now we'll corner. Then once this gets up to 30, we can use the basket, or they might Iono us. We are milling a mill deck. Isn't that great? Okay, they put Neutralization Zone in. That's completely useless for us. I mean, for them too. That's all good. Another Knockley. I'll bump this just because I don't want to see it. And we'll corner again. They Iono us. Okay. They get another Wugtrio. Okay. We get Iono. I'm just going to corner. And they can see GG's. All right, everybody. You frustrated Wugtrio deck. We frustrated Wugtrio deck. Okay, so our opponent opted to go first. We're facing Gholdengo. I would normally start Alomomola if I had something like Earthen Vessel in my hand where I could discard something like the Knockley and then just get it right back. Just, you know, for fun. But, you know, it is what it is. That might just be a bad play anyway, because then Alomomola is susceptible to getting KO'd, but that's alright. Anyway, let's not area. Let's just Iono, see if we get an energy, because Mew resists us minus 30. Put down the Badoo. If they play Dragapult, I don't want to get rid of Crispin, but I kind of need to. I'll let them know I have Psychic in case they are thinking, oh yeah, of course he has Mimikyu. So we'll just do this. We'll corner. Okay, so let's see here. The Gimmighoul has an energy. There's Mew with an energy. They're going to boss up the Badoo, but it has a free retreat. They bench another Gimmighoul. And they pass. I could put Neutralization Zone out, but I really don't think it's necessary. Let's go ahead and Iono again. I don't want to keep refreshing their hand, but I need cards myself. There's a Alomomola and a Hilda. Redeemable ticket. Okay. We got Arven, so we'll just corner again. They bench Jirachi and play Gravity Mountain. Gravity Mountain is useless against us. Stellar Availability. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on your bench Pokemon by effects of attacks used by your opponent's basic Pokemon. Plays Earthen Vessel. Gets rid of Energy Recycler. Gets 2 Metal Energy. Discards a Metal Energy. And fails the Earthen Vessel. They play Superior Energy Retrieval. They get rid of an Energy Retrieval and a Metal Energy to get 1 Metal Energy back. They attach it to Mew. Mew is then going to draw 3 with Restart ability. did they do anything else? They put Air Balloon on Gimmighoul. Okay, so Arvin... Yeah, we could get Tool Scrapper. Again, I'd like to wait until we get another... See, they put another tool down. They play Earthen Vessel, get rid of Superior Energy Retrieval for 2 metal energies. They're probably just trying to get the Mew all charged up. Iono. Let's mess up the energy in his hand. Probably give him something where he can get energy, but that's okay. You used up a lot of resources last time. Alright, so I'll put Elgyem down. I'm going to go ahead and bench Cubchoo and Mimikyu. Let me do a quick deck search. We have Xerosic, 1 Pal Pad. Okay. Put it on a Alomomola, and corner we have the other Pal Pad in our hand. That's great. Okay, our opponent has Gholdengo EX. They have 2 Gholdengo EXs, and on the bench you can draw a card using the ability. Oh, there it is. There's the second Air Balloon with coin bonus. Our discard has 3 Ionos. Wow. And their discard has... Oh, they play Energy Search Pro. They also have 4 Earthen Vessels and 2 Superior Energy Retrievals there. They get 5 energies. Metal, Grass, Fighting, Fire, and Water. Let's see if they attach any to Mew. Xerosic would be nice here. We can also just Airy. Okay, they use coin bonus. They draw 2. There's the energy attachment to Mew. And if they corner us, they'll just do 10 damage because we are weak to grass, not fighting. There's another Gimmighoul on the bench. Genome hacking. Yep. All right. See, we top deck. We get an Air Balloon. Okay. We'll play Airy. Energy Retrieval. Awesome. And Ultra Ball. Love it. They have a Mew and 5 energies. Let's hold off on using the Air Balloon. We'll corner. Whenever our opponent defeats Mew, what we do is we bring Alomomola into the active, use its Gentle Fins ability to put Nocli onto the bench, and then we use Night Stretcher to get the fighting energy back. So it's just going to recycle itself anyway. Okay, opponent draws 2 with Gholdengo. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't have Turo or Penny, because we're holding fast pretty well here. There's a boss. Okay, what is it? It's going to be Mimikyu. That's why we keep the Air Balloon in our hand. Although, if he's going to... Well, yeah, if he's going to use Genome Hacking, which he is, he'll just defeat the Mimikyu. That's fine. We're okay with that. Because it activates Counter Catcher in case we really need it. So now Nocli will come up. But even if he didn't KO the Mimikyu, that's why we keep Air Balloon in our hand in case he does something like that. Neutralization Zone. Okay. Not interested in that just yet. It's only 10 damage on Nocli, and like I said, with the Alomomola loop we have in place. Opponent draws for turn. He plays boss's orders. And what's he gonna do here? Okay, opponent's debating which one to bring up. Gonna bring up the Cubchoo. Alright. Coin bonus Gholdengo. Uses genome hacking to use Snotted Up, so Cubchoo can't attack even if I get the energy for it. Okay, Arven. Retreat into Nocli. I'm going to go ahead and play Arven. We're going to get Tool Scrapper and Gravity Gemstone. Attach the Gemstone to Elgyem. We'll play Tool Scrapper. Love this card. Get rid of the Air Balloon. And get rid of the Air Balloon. Love it. Love the board control. And we're just going to corner. They play Turo. That's what we thought. We thought they might have a Turo, and there they do. They do. They have one. Okay, he has Full Metal Lab down. Good thing we didn't play Neutralization Zone. Make it rain. All right. Okay, gets rid of 2. Now we have a choice here. After Alomomola, we can... I think we should just get the loop going, maybe. Maybe Iono. Okay, so let's try this. We'll do Gentle Fin. Maybe Mimikyu. I like the Nocli loop, but... Mimikyu just seems the wiser of the two choices right now. Alright, let's just leave it there. Gholdengo can't hurt anything. He could boss something up, I suppose, but we have 3 prizes to give. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you're playing Control, prizes are resources. He's played 3 bosses orders. He puts the Mew back down. Attaches a fighting energy to Mew. Uses coin bonus. Draws 2. Uses coin bonus to draw 1 from the bench. Plays coin bonus again. Plays Palpad. Let me guess. Turo and boss. 2 bosses orders. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, then he passes. Alright. Okay, we could use Night Stretcher to get back the Nocli. Might be giving him fodder, though. We could Palpad back in Iono, Arven, Airy, Crispin. Not sure we want to do that yet. I like that he has 9 cards. He has to look for the bosses, too. Could play Neutralization. I'll wait. We're just going to try to stall him out for now. Make him make a move. 10 cards in his hand, 10 cards in his deck. Attaches an energy to Mew. Maybe he'll bring up the Mew, KO the Mimikyu, and then we'll use Alomomola to get Nocli back. There's a boss. He wants Alomomola. Forget that idea. We have Night Stretcher, though. Can use Energy Recycler. Okay, that's a moot point, though, if he can't use them on anything useful, like say Mew. And he puts 5 energies back in, including 2 metal. Draws card with oh gosh, coin bonus. How do I don't remember that? Make it rain. Okay. Gets rid of a basic energy there. Alright. Psychic Energy. Okay. Oh. He didn't KO Alomomola. Okay. Let's just put Knockley down. Let's bring up Elgyem. And now we'll play Neutralization Zone. I'll try to start moving these onto Jirachi. He has another Metal Energy, but if he can't bump Neutralization Zone, so be it. You can also attach a metal, but then he has to use 2 metal to get rid of Elgyem. Attaches another energy to Mew. Okay, so Gholdengo is like basically, unless he has a switch or something. I think that's a misplay on behalf of the opponent, but I mean, I don't know every single card he has. Does he have superior energy retrieval? Okay, so he passes, alright. Picnic basket. No, we'll just attach to Knockley. We'll use Slight Shift. I'll bring this Metal Energy over to Jirachi. So now all we have left is Mew to deal with. We know he has a Grass Energy in his hand, so even if I just were to move one last turn, you could just still replace it, but that's not the point. I have to move it anyway. I don't want to Iono him down to 4 because I'm trying to simultaneously deck him out. We have a really great setup here, so there's no point in really doing anything, per se. He has a Turo. Okay, we thought he might have a second one, and he does. Okay, so what's he going to do? Is it going to be Mew? Yeah, he's going to play Slight Shift. Is he going to move this one, or what's going to happen here? Nope. I guess he tried to use Beam on me instead of Slight Shift. Okay, but Neutralization Zone stopped that. So we'll use Slight Shift ourselves, and we'll just take the Metal Energy, put it on Jirachi. He's going to play Energy Retrieval and get a Metal and a Water Energy into his hand. He's going to play Boss's Orders and bring up... He's going to KO the Mimikyu, alright. That's great for us because now we can just bring up Knockley and Retreat Lock him. Okay, so the Mimikyu served its purpose twice. Alright, that's all we want here. Alpat. Actually, let me just double check. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Draws a card for turn. He has a Palpad in his discard. Might have a second one. Plays Ultra Ball. Gets rid of Mew EX and Gholdengo. Gets another Gholdengo. Okay, he puts another Gimme Goal on the bench. Attaches a Metal Energy. Okay, just waiting to see what he's going to do here. He's going to use genome hacking to retreat lock us. Relor, we don't need it. We'll just corner. All right. So let's see here. No energies in the discard pile. 2 Turos down. 3 bosses down. 2 air balloons down. He's going to boss up Badoo. I guess he wants to item lock me. Okay. Even then, neutralization zone, it won't take any damage. Okay. Alright. Draw buddy, doesn't matter. We'll just go up to Nockley and we'll just corner. Okay. Draws for turn. They attach a fire energy to Gimme Ghoul. They can try to use Corkscrew Punch. I don't know. Well, they're just going to use genome hacking to copy Corkscrew. Our turn. 06 Machinations. Let's go. Hand controlling into an Oblivion. Alright, they have 10 cards. They have to get rid of 7. And we'll just retreat lock. They got rid of Ultra Ball, Research, Gimme Ghoul, Gholdengo, 2 Superior Energy Retrievals, and a Snorlax doll. Okay. Opponent has 7 cards to work with in total. Okay, and the opponent just passes. All right, and we'll just corner again. Draw for turn. And they pass. It looks like the writing's on the wall. And we'll corner. They draw for turn. And they pass. Night Stretcher, we're just going to corner. And they will draw. Let's see. Do they have a Super Rod or anything? No, they're just going to pass. All right. And we will take the victory. Deck out with 70 HP control, everybody. There it is. GG's. Gholdengo EX is down. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. And may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.